misinformation and deep fakes and disinformation is stuff that's just plaguing the internet everywhere you go now. And it is becoming harder to spot, and the consequences of not noticing it and getting caught by it can be pretty dire. So Katrina German, our tech expert, is here to help us understand what's real and what's not. So I guess we've got a few things here. We've got, as I said, misinformation, disinformation, and then deep fakes. What are we dealing with?
It's kind of important to understand the difference between them. So misinformation is when somebody accidentally shares something, and so they don't realize it's incorrect and bad information, but they're actually, they're like, "Ooh, that seems compelling," and then they share it. Disinformation, there's groups out there who are actually creating bad information to try to skew the way you think about things. And so this is a part of, politics. It's a part of different people having different agendas behind what they're creating. And so that's people who are actually, disinformation is people who are actually purposely sharing bad information. And then deep fakes is a totally different area, but it really elevates both of those things to a new level. And basically that's using AI to create videos or photos of people where they never said the thing they said, they were never at the event that they did. It's complete fabrication. And so those are the differences, but it's important to be thinking about it because it's really, sometimes it's an accident.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's also some bad actors out there.
It's true. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about why right now this is really hitting a fever pitch.
Yes, well, with AI out there right now, it has just really been accelerated because a lot of our AI, our large language models like ChatGPT, things like that, they're going to tell you information and they're going to do it with authority. So they're going to tell you that this is correct, whether it's correct or not. And that's sometimes called an hallucination, where they'll actually just create a completely new bit of information for people that doesn't, is not based in fact at all. And so sometimes people read that, they believe it, and then they accidentally share it. But the main problem here is that people are more likely to share disinformation and misinformation than they are to share facts because it's often put in a way that's really compelling. And so it really makes that person have a reaction.
Okay, so how can we be aware and spot when it's not good?
This is harder than ever right now, but there's a couple things we can do in terms of trusting ourselves. And so the first thing is are you having a massive emotional reaction? Like if something just makes your head want to blow the top off, and you start thinking more like, how could this happen? Granted, there are some things happening in the world that are also making people do this that are correct.
Yeah.
But if it really causes an emotional reaction, if you're suddenly like, what, that can't be true, don't assume that it is. Take that time and really, if it gets you to have a what kind of reaction, just take a moment and take another look. So what you can do, if you're like, is this misinformation or not? Very first thing, check with a reputable source. So come to CTV, are they talking about it? Go to other news sources. Are there universities speaking about this? Are there people in the industry who are speaking about this? Is this actually a real thing? The second thing is you can go to actual websites like Snopes, Media Smarts, and they can actually tell you this is fake, this isn't fake. A lot of things come out very quickly. It's hard sometimes, but it's one of those things where just taking that one extra step to check to make sure it's correct can be a huge difference in terms of the way that the internet is operating.
Yeah, give it time to marinate, right? Just back up for a second, think about it before you hit send.
That's right. That's right. So the power is in our hands, but it's difficult. It's really difficult to tell right now. So just taking that one extra step can be all the difference.
All right. Katrina German, thank you so much for saving us from all these online pitfalls all the time. Where can we find more from you?
Ethicaldigital.ca and katrinagerman.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.